Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Golden Flashes will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Clemson Tigers offense will go to work first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't...
There he goes! And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will...
Open field on the right. Touchdown, Clemson. Great job by the back on the option.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They own the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Kent State Golden Flashes offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. We'll be watching this matchup on the outside closely today, David, to see if this guy can get anything done one-on-one against one of the best corners in the game.
Right, and this corner really can shut down half the field. And that's a big problem. This offense, they really need to win this matchup. They need their wide receiver to beat that defensive back. And I don't know if that's possible. He's just so good and so consistent. Palmer, you tell me how you're going to win this matchup.
Well, you're not going to win it every play, that's for sure.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this offense comes up first down, tries to run the football, no answer. Second down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with 2 great plays.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
They came ready to play, guys. Offense goes right down the field on their first drive to score a touchdown. Another defense is playing lights out. Second sack of this opening drive. And one thing this coach does a great job of, he gets his team ready to go, and you're seeing it here on the big stage.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. All right. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. The Tigers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Lewis wants to pass. Under fire. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
And I feel like the defense needed that stop. Are already giving up a touchdown, early in this football game. They put another drive together, but great job bowing up, getting that 3rd down stop, and hopefully forcing the field goal.
He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too, because of the field position with the offense backed up.
I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
Returner brings it out to the 24.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Lewis to throw. Quarterback moving. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can
turning it on. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. On the ground, it's Davidson. Finds a crease at the 20. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give on the option. Finding open areas. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The Golden Flashes are in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Oh, better look out. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes a catch at the 15. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Leaves it with the back. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. Some much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Auburn is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Tigers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Might be changing the route. Lewis wants to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of it.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Complete to the right. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Davidson. He's just outside the 20-yard line. Stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
It'll be a draw. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
He's got it on the run, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. From the gun, give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Golden Flashes want to move quickly.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Golden Flashes send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Fires downfield. It's caught downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give out of the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on 1st down TFL, 2nd down TFL. Now you set up 3rd and long.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is.
There he goes. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the right. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Right on the money. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Golden Flashes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Complete. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kent State.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lewis to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their two guys.
Well, and there's reason to... That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him to football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
From the gun, the ground game. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try along, but this This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Oregon State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Beavs have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to New Mexico. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're going to ride this running back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Lewis wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Wants to throw again. He's got it on the move. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He's got him. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Using his legs, it's Green. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. Lewis to throw. Gets it out fast. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have it take.
Turning it on. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. He's got his man. Quick step and go. Open space at the 25. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Tiger! And the route is on. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic, and this guy is having himself a day.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistake.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
The Golden Flashes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. It's complete on the right side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Finds his man. It's Hicks. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
He has the first and still on his feet. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Golden Flashes are on the move. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The Golden Flashes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Bring in the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get
Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
For the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. It's a draw. Hard running there. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Commodores' offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And the Commodores want to crank the tempo. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. So Clemson's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And it just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Lewis wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's James. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
On third down, he drops to throw. That's reeled in. It's Durham. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Commodores will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Rush is on him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. And the Commodores want to pick up the tempo.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. No huddle offense to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Commodores come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Gives it on the option. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And here comes the punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Power football with the run. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Lewis to throw. They're setting up the screen and some room to work. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and then at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Using his legs, it's Davidson. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson!
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now if this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Grab behind the line. It's Coleman. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. And the Commodores will hustle to the line. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They want to get this defense on its heels.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Lewis wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's James. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grab near the sticks. It's James. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Quickly to the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Fires to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there has been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
To the air on first down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Fowler. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Leaves it with the back. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Commodores will punt it away on fourth down. Wants to return it. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Off play action on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So now it's second and long. Lewis to throw. Got his man quickly.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Tigers are facing third and inches. Finding an escape route. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to set up the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. They are so close to a score they can smell it on the first play of the drive. First and goal. Lewis wants to pass. Trying to barrel in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Clemson. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Handoff to the lone back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Trying play action. Pressure coming. Powers through the defender. That's caught. It's Durham. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Commodores headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw it. Just a little off. Incomplete. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. The Commodores decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Now they'll try the right side. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Hand off from the shotgun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Calls for and makes the fair catch, but there is a penalty flag down, and we'll see what this is about. The only thing I can think is he just didn't see him signal for the fair catch. That's an easy call for the official, and they'll accept the penalty. Caught over the middle. It's Summers. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught close to the marker, it's Fowler. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And the Commodores trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They're trying to slam it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
They're going to run it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Creates a little room. Got the first down and still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Running back searching for a hole. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the run. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these.
There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Quick strike complete. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. We reached a break. Clemson has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward. A few. The Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up. This Clemson defense has been something across the entire game. Old school lockdown.
I mean, unbelievable. Shutting down everything you want to do. Shutting down the run, shutting down the pass. This defense has been lights out. We've seen a lot of great defensive performances from the Clemson Tigers. This is right up there with the best of them.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And this offense, man, they just can't get out of their own way. Like, they've got a 0 on the scoreboard already. Now turning the football over late.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here comes the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
To the air on second down.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Lewis to throw. Fires left. It's caught. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Finds his big tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover. At first down. Just keep slinging it. He's got the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. On Wisconsin, they're darn near perfect offensively today, almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice. They're up by 24 over Colorado State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fowler. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing. Looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Great place to start for this offense. Breaks into the open. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Lewis wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching.